the darkest night, underneath the glow of the candlelight. In the heat and the hot and the dark and the sound and the sound and the sound of the aching hours and the sweat and the state of the...
Hey everybody, welcome to our podcast. I'm Darren.
And I'm Jason.
And this is Walking Deadcast episode 4. So we have some new listeners, thanks to Nerdist.com, so welcome everybody.
Hey,
glad you're here. I just wanted to take this opportunity. It's our 4th episode, so we're just letting you know what we're all about. We love zombies.
Yeah, we do.
And I was into this Walking Dead comic book by Robert Kirkman. I read every issue, and I like it a lot. The writing's great, art is awesome, and I was really happy to hear that it was going to be a TV show on AMC. So thought we should, Karen and I are also fans of
all kinds of cool stuff.
lots of video games. And so we like last podcast, so we decided I thought this would be awesome to do one on something that I've always liked a lot, zombies. So we're mostly about the show, but we like other zombie stuff, and we thought it would be fun to do like zombie news and just talk about other topics related to zombies.
We veer off into other kinds of undead tangents.
Yeah.
We get into some other, for instance, I'm a particular fan of the vampire genre, and so we do go there occasionally.
Undead Tangents is one of my favorite games. And you got me into which I love, and I now watch every episode. It's getting really good.
It is.
So that's cool. I mean, is there anything else that you think we're about that I didn't say?
No, that's pretty much what
we don't give spoilers hardly at all.
And I couldn't even if I tried because I haven't read all the comics. I'm going to read the comics as we go along.
But I think the first 6 episodes of the first season of the show has 6 episodes. I doubt it's going to give. You've already read everything.
So I shouldn't probably tell them about the gender change.
Okay, Karen's giving okay, so today on today's show, I'm going to give some just a little bit of news and stuff about the show, some review tidbits that come out. Then we're going to get into some listener emails, and I'm going to read some reviews that we've got on iTunes and stuff like that. And then we've got a special guest here with us today. Our special guest is Doug. Hi, Doug.
Hi, it's special guest. It's me.
And Doug is our anime expert, so he's going to enlighten us as to some zombie-related anime. Is it like totally related, tangentially?
There's gonna be a lot. Yeah, no, it's gonna be pretty like the zombies are taking over, right? You know, say anime is not safe. Right, but zombie apocalypse is kind of far, right? And right, so I'm gonna sort of bring some of the anime news, some new shows. There's some old shows that has some content, and then some other sort of scary or otherworldly occult etc. type stuff too.
Cool. Love that.
You showed me some of it last week, and I thought it was pretty amazing.
Right, yeah. So I'm looking into that.
Cool. And then we'll do our usual This Week in Zombies news about zombies from around the world, and we'll do our top 5 this week. It's top 5 favorite zombie properties, which could be movies, games, books, whatever we like. So if I have a feeling the show might be long, I don't know for sure. If it is, we might split it up into 2 parts, as you suggested.
Yeah.
So let's see. Okay, so a few things about what's been happening in the world of AMC's Walking Dead TV show. The big news is that The Walking Dead they've given out a premiere date, and it's going to be Halloween night. Halloween night. Oh my god! So it's Halloween night, and it's very spooky. 10 p.m. on AMC.
So is that a good night premiere? Is like all the zombie watchers going to be tuned in? Yeah, not like trick-or-treating or like causing ruckus.
If you're out trick-or-treating with girls, you're up to no good. Before you just like swapping candy and raffles, and then you get into the very unwholesome activities.
Well, right. So you're saying that is the audience for the show.
No, that's a good question. I thought about that myself.
It's a Sunday, right?
It's a Sunday. So that could help. I mean, if I go to Halloween parties, it'll probably be Friday or Saturday.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a risk. I think it's a risk, but
So it'll be like a zombie hangover show.
Yeah.
There's a bar.
So we'll see. I mean, I hope that just the cachet of having on Halloween night will outweigh any negatives. People be like, cool, there's a zombie show premiere tonight. I'm fun to watch it. Cool. I'm gonna have to replace much actually.
Is that spooky there?
That's right.
Is that spooky?
Oh yeah.
Cable TV. Cable TV. Okay, so and also it's gonna be 9 minutes long premiere. It's 9 minutes long. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, it'll be an hour normally, but for shows 9 minutes long. That's good. Okay, news article number 2 is that the high quality trailer from Comic-Con is now up on the net, so you don't have to look at it through somebody's Gonzo camera thing. It's awesome, and if you haven't seen it yet, you can find it on our website, walkingdeadcast.com.
Great, and that song that we heard at the very beginning of our show was taken from that trailer. You know what's on
And it's called I had it down here, Mr. Splitfoot by Paris Motel, and I just got it off iTunes today, and it says Mr. Splitfoot and then in parentheses Walking Dead Comic-Con trailer. So I don't know if it's actually gonna be in the show or not. We'll see. Hopefully, I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Seems well.
Yeah. So that was actually my next thing is the music. So in addition to Bear McCreary's score, did you watch Battlestar Galactica?
Absolutely.
So the guy who did the score for that is gonna be doing the score for this.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah,
It was a good quality story. It's very cinematic, very lush, and sort of high quality, values the show in general.
Yeah.
So I did a good job of setting that.
Totally. He was a Comic-Con. He was like a rock star there. Nice. All the nerd stuff.
Nice.
Including me. But producer Galen Hurd says they're gonna also make some contemporary music, but she promises it won't be gratuitous. It's not gonna have a bunch of Linkin Park. No, we are in a post-digital post-electronic world, and there's music. There's a reason for it.
We got it.
No Linkin Park. Only Lady Gaga. All right. Okay. Come on. So Frank Darabont, the director and showrunner, he got a little catty with SFX saying, "I hope seeing a zombie show as cool as this. Seeing the pretty scary part will get rid of this team about kissing vampires craze." He said.
Woo, smack.
So he's throwing down the
Meow. Well, I wish him luck.
Wow, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't think that needs to happen.
Is it Twiheads?
Yeah, Twiheads.
Okay.
You're going up against Twiheads, man. Heads, hard.
Yeah, so-
Yeah, you're going up against teenagers
And
good.
middle-aged moms.
And middle-aged moms, man.
I mean, there's like you said, we talked about True Blood. I think they're so different that there's room for both.
Yes, there is.
Zombies and vampires.
So, does zombie fans have a name? Zombie heads?
We got
Yeah, we do.
Undead Heads.
Undead Heads.
I like that.
Dead heads.
And then finally, Darabont, this is my favorite news piece. He said the guy who plays Rick, the main character, Andrew Lincoln, he said the cast of Walking Dead were frequently frightened while filming the series. He says, "I have real goosebumps in every scene. Frank demanded gritty authenticity at all times, and some of the cast scenes were 100% real." And he also said that Darabont would often conceal plot twists in the cast in order to capture their genuine shock on camera. This was heart-stopping thing. I can promise you the initial reactions on our faces are pure terror.
Dang.
Nice. Yeah, that is totally hard.
I know. I was like, look, his pants are wet. Okay, so that's all the news. I thought I'd read some listener emails. Let's see here. So we got an email from guy named Justin. Hey, Justin.
Yes.
He said, just found the podcast, love it. You should check out the audio drama podcast We're Live at zombiepodcast.com. It's great, very character driven, has zombies. It just started season 2, love to hear review. So I thought, he's just plugging his show.
Yeah,
So I wrote back. I actually listened to a little bit, and it did sound cool. It sounded a lot of fun. It's like this old fashioned radio drama. And I wrote back and thanks. I just started listening. It sounds fantastic. Are you affiliated with it? He said, nope, just a big fan. By the way, just talking about Walking Dead. One word, awesome. So that sounds cool.
Yeah.
Like a couple of things I wanted to tell one person about the other one.
I call him Undead.
You got it. The first one.
So awesome.
You are dubbed. These are listeners.
Are you going to play a little bit?
That's a teacher. No, because I only got a chance to start listening to it last night, and I was happy for the show. So I think I'll listen to more, and then maybe I'll give a review.
I'll
later
listen
on.
to
Okay, cool.
All right.
Okay, and then there's this other Walking Dead podcast called The Talking Dead. It's a
Great
great name. And as soon as I had this idea, I was like, what do we call ourselves? The Talking Dead. And so I went on iTunes and started
Oh,
digging.
okay.
And not only that, but people are doing a podcast about the show, and they've been doing it since last September.
Yep.
They're super dedicated. And anyway, we've had some email correspondence, and
They're great.
they give us a little mention on the podcast.
We got an email from Jason, not from you. Not from me. I don't send any. No, you sit here and talk. He says, "Hi guys, I'm Jason. My friend Karen and I started another Walking Dead podcast called The Walking Dead Cast. He's an
name?
About a month ago, and we're just 3 episodes in now. I avoided listening to other Walking Dead podcasts because I didn't want to find myself using all the same ideas, but today I decided, what the hell, listen to your latest episode. I thought it was awesome. I thought you guys are obviously fans of the comic, and you have a smart, easy 1.5. So the reason I bring that up now is simply just because I wanted to give these guys a shout out. I haven't listened to them yet, but I'm sure they're doing great stuff. I plan to check out in the near future. And for all those listeners out there who do, need a bigger fix of The Walking Dead, you can get it with Jason and Karen's new podcast. Nice. Absolutely. Welcome to the world.
Use this one. I know, I was going to say that. So we're going to probably have them as guests in a coming episode. That'll be fun.
Be fun.
Zombie orgy.
Oh, man.
Sit around
Watch
and zombie
that.
noses.
There will be beer.
They'll be kind of, so we'll have to take a word for it. They're drinking.
Oh, they will be drinking.
And now we'll,
Some water.
so we're going to read some reviews that we've gotten from iTunes. First one is from Ringside Horror Geek. That's his real name. And he says, good podcast so far. I love how well you work together and how you don't give spoilers out about the comic. Keep up the good work and great music too.
Thanks, Ringside Horror Geek.
Thanks. The music, it gets a lot of compliments, and that's from my friend Nathan Milstead, who wrote the intro and outro for us. So
Yeah.
thanks, Nathan.
Really awesome.
And the other one was from Don Walks Among Us. It's a lovely podcast full of tidbits about zombies in the comics and shows a love beyond. Great intro music, by the way. I do love zombies, and I love the list of things that you both loved about them. Yay! And the number one thing I don't like about zombies, they dress poorly. You guys, good job, you guys.
Yeah, because they dress fine, but then they just get their clothes all messed up.
They're never changed. I was going to make that bad. No matter how good you are, right?
Suckers.
In Hermione, no zombie needs to look bad for a while.
Thank you guys. Excellent.
It reminds
Excellent.
me of the person.
Thank you.
Oh, you made it.
And he's probably all messed up.
Somebody might say-
But thanks, Don. That was great. And
Wow.
next we have Victor Bruno says, I listened to your second episode earlier today as I was driving home. I thought you were both great. I was very interested in what you had to say. I learned a lot about zombies and you work well together. I was wondering if it's me and zombies work well together. You kept things interesting and moved along at a good pace. I was home before I knew it. I look forward to your next episode. Even though I'm not familiar with some of the stuff you talked about, I was really interested. Great job. I also love the intro music. Perhaps you might include more zombie music and zombie sounds throughout your next podcast.
Why you do zombies?
Okay, good. Thank you. Thanks, Nick. Very much appreciated.
Next.
Wait, maybe I think Doug, you should read the next
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, I've had it.
Yeah, you do.
It's from DJ O'Fitz. That sounds familiar. Otherwise known as my friend Doug.
All right, so I've known Jason for a while, and I heard this podcast, so I didn't check it out. And I sent some emails. What did I say? Great first episode of all things Walking Dead. You can give a great intro, like a comic, and more about the show, the cast, etc. Love that theme music, spooky, which is.
Nice effects.
No, so Jason actually asked me, what do you think? I was a friend. What do you think about podcast? And I sent emails. You guys down? You gotta get this. And I basically said really good. I thought it was compared to a lot of other podcasts out there that deal with the nerd culture, not naming names. That I thought it was on par or even better than a lot of the really high listener podcasts out there in terms of values, in terms of your speaking voices, your on air, on podcasts. I really think compared to a lot of podcasts, it's pretty good. So I was glad to let you in.
Cool. Well, cool game.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Okay, so let's move on to the next segment. We'll take a little break. We'll be back. There's more to come. Okay, we're back. Hi. So we're gonna. So this is our special guest Doug segment on zombie anime. So I'm just gonna hand it over to you, man.
Okay, hey, right. So how do you all the undead heads now?
Yeah, undead.
So get definitely right in. Tell us about your undead experiences. Yeah, so I am sort of got brought in for the anime segment today as the resident anime expert here in the zombie cellar.
We do record the dungeon.
Yeah, we have the zombie dungeon. And so yeah,
It has nothing to do with zombies, but there.
your zombie.
It's really like the zombies.
Right,
Oh my
right.
God,
Your
everybody knows.
collection there. So right, so I was gonna talk about some of the zombie related news and shows in the anime world, but just first I'm gonna get a little bit of personal zombie experience here, or zombie talk. So
Experience?
well, my experience with the zombie genre, I guess. So my first exposure to the zombie sort of movie is Madeline Dead, the original.
Yeah.
I saw on Halloween night.
In the theater?
No, not that old.
Okay.
No, I was very young. It was on TV. It was like a midnight movie.
Was it Feature Features? Because that's where I first saw Natalie with my parents. And my parents still say, pop and burn, they go up fast. They still say that all the time. In fact, I did a lot of my parents, and I started to mention Natalie Dead, and Andrew makes fun of me and said, pop and burn, they go fast. I'm like, I know, right? Feature Features.
Right, it may have been. I can't remember. It was like a midnight movie thing on Halloween, and I remember I stayed up myself. I don't know where I think I went to sleep. I was watching this movie, and it freaked me the hell out. I mean, like serious nightmares. Just treaty standing, watching TV in the dark. Just like, oh my god, there's always zombies. So
And then I didn't be worried about it.
so it's I have a nice heart for the for the zombies. I mean, it's there's just something about the zombie sort of mythos that's just freaky. I mean, it's not too other than just one, but it's really well done. It's really it's a great way to like sort of explore the whole core genre. So
What do you think sets it apart from the other genres?
well, right, so we get into psychology, right? Sort of like what zombies represent, sort of like to the subconscious or something like that.
Which is?
Well, like a psychologist. I don't know.
I was wondering,
No,
Well, I mean, is it any better or worse than what makes it?
right. Well, so I think it taps into something very primal to people, to our emotional makeup. I guess there's something about it really just sparks just fear, right? It's these unstoppable creatures that make you.
Yeah.
And not just creatures, they're like our loved ones.
Yeah, people that rose from the dead through some weird, freaky, supernatural reason. And right, so and it's one to say, right? This was last year. Trying not to do my age.
Well, the movie came out. I mean, I'm not saying you saw it when it came out. It was in the 60s, right? 65 or something like that.
Yeah,
So
yeah, black and white too, which is like sort of
Yeah, agreed.
You don't have like any of the sort of color cues, right? It's just like it's really stark black. Just, so yeah, so I got a special place for the zombies.
Oh, I never thought about that. I bet that has something to do with why Robert Kirkman wanted the Walking Dead comic to be in black and white. Because the seminal, I don't know if you know the word, but anyway, the zombie movie that everybody thinks of is Romero's Night.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
That's like the prime zombie movie in black and white.
Absolutely.
I think, also, I dream in black and white. I mean, I don't think about color much. I mean, when I think about dreams, they're always in black and white, and that's like my dreams and nightmares are black and
Oh,
white.
right. So when you see something black and white, it might touch that place anymore.
Exactly.
Nightmare place.
Exactly.
Okay, so anyway, I just wanted to sort of get a little like zombie history that it's really cool to sort of see the zombie thing really coming into new life and really taking it to a lot of levels. I think it's like it's pretty basic, but they're still able to use it to good effect. So anyway, all right. So now on the anime. So I'm also really big anime dude. I don't know. I'm not watching like American TV anymore. Seriously, I think all I do is download Japanese anime because there's so much of it. Like Japanese anime and prime time. Right, that's their prime time TV. Like a big chunk of prime time slots are the latest anime TV shows. So it's like big. And I guess one of the things too is Japanese culture is kind of cool, right? It's kind of and they're just like I don't know what to say. They just make whatever they want. They don't have like any restrictions on American TV. This will come as we're going to talk about some of the shows here, but like any topic they want to do, who cares? They'll just do it. They can do like very sort of adult themes. They're actually kid shows, right? So pick some adult topic, and it's probably the thing to address on a kid show, which is kind of good. And then
Well, as long as it's
kind of
adult.
creepy.
Well,
Yeah.
like, I mean, you're saying like sexuality can creep into kid shows.
They don't have the same sort of Christian morals, right? They have sort of different morality, so like nudity and sort of sexual things. They don't have
They have a different view towards it.
Yeah, so they're like
I thought they were like, I get the view of the strict, tight, suppressed Japanese businessman.
right, they are extremely strict and uptight and very disciplined.
Right.
But that means they let loose extra heart. So
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
business out of control.
Okay.
I've never-
And so the anime could be seen as ways of laying out some of that repression.
yeah, part of that is I think it's the fact that their sort of mythologies are so different and have a lot of these a lot of things that are taboo and culture is not taboo there. So
Like
obviously
Like candies.
Wow.
Tentacles,
Did you really get it?
Hey, we're talking anime.
unfortunately started. But So anyway, so they can do a lot more. And then I'll bring up this term in the anime world called fan service. So when they put it in plot points or in specific themes just to get the audience, right? That's called fan service. That usually means attracting the teenage boys.
It's gratuitous.
Gratuitous like sexual stuff.
Okay.
And some not so gratuitous, at least, but
True Blood has some of that.
Oh, yeah.
right. But that's not a kid show. That's not like
No,
for teenagers.
not at all. Yeah.
So it's a little different. So I think a lot of people come to anime and they start seeing these and they're a little bit shocked and like, whoa, how are you doing that? But it's just there's a lot of cultural differences. I mean, if you took like American TV and played it in like Saudi Arabia or very Muslim country, they'd be shocked, right? It's just absolutely shocking, right? And simple, whatever. So it's just we'll say it's different, right? So one of the things that people come to anime sort of have to get used to that. But what you do, I mean, they really there's definitely the stories can be a lot better, and kids cartoons in America are pretty poor now. And I don't want to sound like a crotchety man. Boy, I remember when Transformers was really cool. We used to have bullshit fall off the cliff. It was awesome. No, but it's they subject matter and the sort of things they can do, and the anime visual style is I think pretty well renowned. It's pretty amazing. It's a very unique thing in itself. So on that note, so I'm going to talk about some of the anime shows, and one of the first ones is sound effects. So the latest television season in Japan has an anime called High School of the Dead, and it's about a high school that has been taken over by zombies. It turns out it's not just high school; it's more like high school kids are involved with the zombie apocalypse, right?
So fighting it valiant.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because I mean, within like hours of the zombie apocalypse taking out, breaking out, all the cities are in flames and smoke, and the police are gone, and the politicians are gone, and
the relationships are in trouble.
well, so it's a high school show, right? So think of, I guess, sort of like Saved by the Bell with zombies. Again,
so great.
If one can even imagine that. So it's definitely targeted towards the teenagers, the kids, more because it's got high school setting, high school, students as many people.
Question.
Yes, Karen.
I raised my hand. Wasn't? Do you ever see Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Kind of high school, where the high school student, Minute Slayer was a high school student,
Right,
and she and her high school friends were battling the vampire wasn't a vampire, was all evil.
Right, demons.
Demons.
Yeah.
That's all demon apocalypse.
Right. Well, so if there's any sort of American sort of pop culture property, similar to anime, Buffy. I mean, it's very, very similar. They cover a lot of the same kind of things. Sort of like it has this light teen popper teenager stuff, and then like super heavy, the horror and the monsters and death and killing and then weird sexual psychodynamics, all this stuff. Right. So I'd say this if you're like a Buffy fan,
Yeah.
I think the anime is very similar sort of style.
See, that's what I'm wondering. Do you think that people who are into zombies or maybe into the Walking Dead comic would like to watch this High School of the Undead?
Maybe, yeah. We'll get to that. I'd say they would probably have anything to do some anime in general, and we'll talk about some later on that kind of some recommendations. But this High School of the Dead is just a weird show. It's so hard to like sort of pin it down and for me to like give a review sort of like rating one or the other because it's got like just crazy it's straight up zombie stuff, right? It's got the staggering hulking of the brains, zombies everywhere, and there's tons of just gratuitous decapitations of zombies and shotguns and sticks and poking and every manner of gore associated. Then
I don't think any decapitation of zombies is gratuitous.
oh, okay, you can like do an extra flare. It's just sort of like, oh, that goes off and that's it. I guess.
It like falls down somebody's cleavage.
That's good.
No, so while this has the real sort of high school, the high school kids and class and high school relationships and the boyfriends, girlfriends, ex-boyfriends, all that stuff. It's also really a big example of there's a genre of anime called pantsu, which is basically two candy shots. I don't know how to
See, told you.
explain it. Right.
Candies do factor in prominently.
Yeah, so
They always do.
And I think for a non-anime watcher, it might just look a little weird. Anime, I think it's totally gratuitous. And actually, not just candy, there's like boobs too, and it's sort of like they'll be like decapitating zombies, and then some girl will fall over backwards and do a candy shot. And that,
Actually,
it just happens over
I don't. I'm not huge into anime, but I watched Robotech back in the day,
Right.
and just quickly, that's like kind of a bastardization of 3 different animes that were in Japan. Some guy brought it to the States and changed the story. Anyway, and now there's a Robotech sequel that came out a few years ago, and all the rest are much bigger. And this one years later, back then it wasn't.
actually multiple Robotech.
Right, but
The anime characters have
this one has all the same. It was a continuation from that show. Yeah, I mean, I could tell that the aesthetic had changed over the years.
Yeah,
Since the 80s.
and I think part of it is that really, so the other term called fan service, right? So they put in things just to get the fans, which are basically boys. So they're putting boobs and things. You gotta watch it.
Boys love boobs.
No, not just boys.
Everyone loves boobs.
But,
Doesn't-
right. So to an American audience, this is a TV show on prime time targeted kids.
Wow.
So they might think, the American audience just seems totally shocking. But for them, they're just like, it's the eye rolling, meh,
Yeah.
So what do you think, Jason? Tell me we should.
Oh yeah, so what we're gonna do? I mean, it's in
So what we're gonna do is we got us here, and we're gonna watch 2 minutes of it, and we're also do play-by-play. You guys can do some reactions.
Okay.
What you think of Japanese zombies?
If you want me to stop it, just
Yeah, sure. Okay. All right.
Here we go.
Okay, so it starts off with the moon, full moon, and there's I think these are cherry blossoms.
That was great. This is awesome animation. That's one thing I
When
really
talking about the beginning and the end, at night, and there's just very brief shots of gory zombies, high school kids. The roof of the school, and then there's a guy, not a zombie, but they fall that running. I can go away or for some
More zombies.
Yeah,
But football zombies versus teams.
right, and they're like whacking with the
Cheerleader zombies are
they're
everywhere.
cheerleading zombies.
In uniform.
Yeah, Japanese school,
Cute.
right?
Big
That was
boobs.
impressive.
As she's scoring this guy with a big sharp stick.
Wait, that zombie just got that stick and hit her with it?
Yeah, and, right, and then this zombie shooting
Fire on the face.
Yeah, and then the boyfriend comes with the bat and blam,
Former zombie.
smashes him in the head.
Saving her.
Giant blood splatter on the wall.
But her boobs are fine.
And then he just karate kicked this zombie school girl right in the chest, and then she fell down and smacked her head on the ground.
That was a zombie cheerleader.
Oh, no, it's just a uniform. Yeah, that was good. Right, so now
you just said, what the fuck? I can see subtitles.
Yeah, now that the zombies are just sort of gambling around and just eating people, and he was pissed off the one that's on the roof.
I scream, what the fuck is going on?
I wish we were the podcast right now because it's so. I love that it's really it combines zombies who kind of shuffle along with a really fast fighting aesthetic of anime, and it does really well.
Yeah, it does. Beautiful too.
So that's a very
Yeah.
that's a very typical high school anime. Like there's like probably 1,000 of those, right? They're just like really just very boring, and they basically just drop the zombies on. So here we go.
Nice.
Right, so right, so it's I think it's episode 8 now. So down when we read, and it's just progresses more and more. Like the zombies come into the high school as the zombie apocalypse breaks, and it's kind of cool how it gets into the high school too. It's a walled high school, and it's kind of cool how the zombie manages to get in. He actually grabs, like he comes up and he knows there's something, and he's just like hanging out, bouncing against the fence. And one of the groundskeepers says, "Hey, you get away!" And he starts punching away, and gets grabbed, and then one of the zombies bites him, and he falls back, and he's inside, and then he wakes up as a zombie, and
It's just like
right, and then pretty much takes over. And then the big thing is actually have to get out of the high school because the entire school body is now zombies.
If I just heard this, I'd be interested, but seeing a little bit of it, it just looks so cool.
Yeah, it
The
does.
zombies are awesome. They're very they're sort of like Western zombies, right? They don't look like any Chinese thing.
No, that's absolutely. A zombie could be taken right out of Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Jason, we have a link. Does that sound right?
No, I don't like
Well,
it.
I'm gonna make a bunch of stories.
I'm not gonna put any of that.
Okay, so and the so just like the boobs and hands get out of control. This is nothing. By the
It's like
episode,
you see like a fighting zombie, and then there's something they're kind of slow motion, and then as you're panning across this one living girl, do you see that her boobs are moving out of sync with the rest of her body?
right? Yeah, I don't know if they have realistic boobs physics. You know exactly that's like they got that software or something. Okay, so by the 8th episode, one of the girls that you saw in that got rescued, they all have guns now, massive like military hardware, and she has this gun strapped to her body, but she has such big boobs that go around them. And then she, while they're in a big zombie fight, it gets jammed, and the guy, the main protagonist guy, wants to get the gun, but it's strapped to her so tightly he can't take it off. And the zombies come right down, so he has to like lay her down on the ground and put the gun on her boobs, and as they're shooting the gun, every time the gun shoots, they have to close up on the boobs.
Wow.
So it's kind of not a hand, right? And even I'm going, guys, maybe you can kind of put it down a little bit, right? Like maybe you don't have to get this gratuitous, but I don't think they will. I think
It's gonna get worse and worse.
so
Better and better.
if you look at it, right? So if you're into that, it's cool. If you're not,
It's kind of distracting, I think.
And, no,
For me,
We're pro boobs, man.
I'm pro boobs.
I'd say even more, you know. It's but you know, so we give our zombie rating, like how many zombie heads? Is that our rating system?
Wow. How many?
Well, I have to watch it. Freaking.
But I want to get a rating though.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, out of, let's say
Yeah,
5.
out of 5.
Yeah.
I give it a 3. I mean,
Three heads?
yeah, I mean for the anime, I mean,
It's
I'll get 3 heads for the anime, but 5 heads for the zombies. I mean, come on,
Yeah.
zombies, yo.
So that's an average of 4 severed heads.
Okay, sure.
Awesome.
So yeah, you want to get your zombie fill, you just can't wait for the Halloween for Walking Dead. You can definitely check this out. I'll mention this.
No, wait, is it Zombie?
High School of the Dead.
High School of the Dead.
Yeah, I'll put links up. They'll be up on the WalkingDead.com. Is that WalkingDead.com? Yeah. Then,
Ooh,
no. So right. So yeah. So I was gonna mention. So this is how popular the show is now. So if you go to Google, I just type in high school, and it does autocomplete. It puts up High School of the Dead as the first entry. It's that popular now. And again, it's like huge in Japan. And I think even anime, real anime heads are kind of going, zombies, that's cool, but come on, guys, you can tone it down a little on the fanny stuff.
How far into it's ongoing?
Oh, yeah, so the popular anime usually do a 26 episode season, but sometimes they'll do 32, so they do more. So there's a lot to go.
Okay.
And so as is typical anime, like I mentioned, prime time, there's tons of shows, but they never make the US. Like maybe 9% never make it out. Maybe 10% will come to the US. But I think this one will come. This one will make it, I think. So look out for it, or you can look for your favorite download sites.
Probably not prime time.
Like they show this on Adult Swim. Like they do a lot of anime. Some good stuff too. Death Note, they did Death Run, they did Samurai Champloo, they did Ghost in the Shell. So they do a lot of good ones. So
There's an 1970s anime that I remember that I watched with some friends called Star Blazers.
oh yeah,
You guys remember that?
that was a big thing.
Through fire and smoke, we will never give up hope. I mean, I can sing hope.
Right. So I mean, anime's been around since like the 60s.
Yeah, it's Ultra Space Racer. I mean, yeah.
So it's had a long history, and just keep with the times and changes, and changes with these days and what they can go with. I don't think Fancy Genre was popular in the 70s. I'll have to check. I'll get back to you. We'll check on that. That's Star Blazers.
Still not on the show.
Okay, so High School of the Dead. I don't think you can get better zombies than that. So I'm just gonna make a couple of quick plugs though. Or no, we're gonna go to the top 5.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, so I'm gonna say, if anybody has any questions or High School of the Dead, write in, use voicemail, leave a message. Yeah, remember to shout out to Doug Gammy.
Cool. Yeah, and I'll get everything that you say in your top 5 and I'll put links to it on the website. Nice. All right. We're Walking Dead Cast. Stay with us more. Hey everybody, the show went pretty long, so we decided to cut it into 2 parts. So tune back in next Saturday and you can hear us do our Deadcast top 5 and zombie news. We had a lot of fun with it, so hope you come back and listen. Thanks for listening. Take care.
It's hard to remember now, but the internet used to be fun.
I can't believe how easy it is to surf the net. Surf's up.
On Long Shadow, Breaking the Internet, we'll trace how a tool that once fueled democracy
Politician activist organizing on Facebook
became a weapon aimed at the very heart of it.
You're watching the unraveling of our democracy right now.
From Longlead and PRS, this is Long Shadow, Breaking the Internet. Subscribe now wherever you get your podcasts.
Hi, I'm Ricky Beck. And I'm Royce Yepov. Welcome to our chart-topping podcast from Harvard Business School, Think Big, Buy Small. This series lets you in on a special way to become an entrepreneur, how to buy your own business, be your own boss, and get the financial benefits of your efforts. Entrepreneurship through acquisition involves searching for an existing, enduringly profitable, smaller business and buying it, usually from a retiring founder.
Back for a brand new season, our conversations are with guests from all backgrounds and different stages of the entrepreneurship through acquisition journey. From those considering whether this path is right for them, all the way through to those who have sold businesses they bought as searchers and then ran as CEOs. Thousands of smaller firms are sold every year, and many people have successfully acquired an existing business that is enduringly profitable. So why not you too?
We've been helping students understand this less travel path for personal and professional independence in our courses at the Harvard Business School for nearly 15 years.